You say that liberty is also a gift of the soul.
Yes, it is. Although, depending on what society you're born into, everybody doesn't have the liberty or the freedom to express who they are. So I would say we're very lucky in the United States that we do have the freedom to express who we are.
If every soul comes into the world with the gift of liberty, where does that come into play worldwide?
Well, you have the freedom to decide when, where, how, and why, and with whom you want to express all of the above, meaning the creation, the love, the heart light, the individuality, the talent, the free will. So let's say you're a soul that's going to come in. You might decide you're going to come into a society like Gandhi did. He came into a society in India as a great freedom fighter, nonviolent freedom fighter, who expressed liberty and wanted liberty for everybody in his country. Martin Luther King did the very same thing in the United States for the African American people who didn't have the right to vote, and he did it nonviolently. They come in with that. That was their sole mission, was to bring liberty to people who did not have it. We all have the liberty, and we know it, and it's up to us as individuals to even think and hope that everyone on the earth would have the liberty to express who they are.
Does free will correspond with liberty?
Well, of course it does. They all correspond together. You can't have one without the other. I mean, liberty is the freedom, and free will is about choosing what you want to do with that liberty.
How does free will come into play with our relationships with others?
I would hope free will would have a lot to do with the relationships we choose in a healthy way. Not based on ego, but based more on a spiritual, long-term, how we want to use our talents, our gifts in that relationship. Can we love that person unconditionally? Whether it's family members, a spouse, a lover, a friend, whoever it is. That's the ultimate goal, to learn how to love unconditionally.
And with free will, a lot of people seem to feel that they're in relationships, whether it's at their job, at home, in relationships that is not free will based. It's because they have to be in it. There is some sort of
There is no such thing as having to be in a relationship. If anyone is in a relationship that they feel they have to be in it, it's based on need and not on want. Then it's a needy relationship.
so they don't recognize that it should be based on free will
They may
versus
not,
need.
but the journey is discovering all of these freedoms if you don't have them. That's the journey of the soul. It's to grow into them and become them.
Individuality seems to go hand in hand with free will and liberty.
Well, of course it does, because if you're an individual and you have the gift of free will to choose what you want to do and have the liberty to do it, then you express who you are. Then you discover you express in the natural self, or you discover the adaptive self. The adaptive self you learn from your family culture, your society's culture, the ethnic groups that you come from, the morals and the values and the belief systems. They all come from your culture. So do you agree with that and you choose to live that way? Then that's your free will using that. Then that blends in with the natural you. But if you feel you're being forced into it, then that's the adaptive self. So it's all about growing and maturing and learning. Everybody has the ability to impact on the human race in their own individual way. Some do it on a global level, some do not. It's not important whether it's on a global level or not. What's important is that it's expressed, and definitely in a positive way.
And you have the liberty to express it in a negative way if you choose to do so.
Absolutely. That becomes part of the personality, and that becomes misuse of energy. It's all about how the personality expresses, positive or negative.